Chapter 6, Lesson 4. Transform units. Learning objective. You will transform units by identifying the units in the problem and using the relationship among the units to solve problems. Our essential question is, how can you transform units to solve problems? You can sometimes use the units of the quantities in a problem to help you decide how to solve the problem. Unlock the problem. The car's gas mileage is the average distance the car can travel on 1 gallon of gas. Maria's car has a gas mileage of 20 miles per gallon. How many miles can Maria travel on 9 gallons of gas? First, would you expect the answer to be greater or less than 20 miles, and why? So you would expect it to be greater than, because Maria can go 20 miles on 1 gallon, so she can go further on 9 gallons. Analyze the units in the problem. Step 1 is to identify the units. You know two quantities, the car's gas mileage and the amount of gas. So the gas mileage is 20 miles per gallon. So 20 miles for every 1 gallon. The amount of gas we know is 9 gallons. So you know that you want to know a third quantity, the distance. And we know that that's going to be measured in miles. We don't know how many miles yet. Step 2 says determine the relationship among the units. So you need to think. The answer needs to have units of miles. If I multiply 20 miles for every gallon by 9 gallons, then I can simplify the units. And the product will have units of, and we know that that's going to be miles, which is what I want. Because if we do 20 over 1 miles gallons times 9 gallons over 1, we cancel out these gallons and you're left with miles. Step 3, use the relationship. So when we multiply this across, 20 times 9 is 180. And 1 times 1 is 1. 180 over 1 is still 180, so 180 miles. So Maria can travel 180 miles on 9 gallons of gas. Explain why the units of gallons are crossed out in the multiplication step above. So I'm just going to say it and not write it, but since the same unit is used in the numerator and in the denominator, they can simplify to 1. So that's why those are crossed out. Sometimes you need to convert units before solving a problem. For this example, the material for a rectangular awning has an area of 315 square feet. If the width of the material is 5 yards, what is the length of material in feet? Recall that the area of a rectangle is equal to its length times its width. So step 1, identify the units. You know two quantities. You know the area of the material and the width of the material. The area is 315 square feet. And that equals 315 feet times feet. The width is 5 yards. So it tells us that. You want to know a third quantity. You want to know the length. Okay, we know that that's going to be in feet, but we don't know what it is yet. So step 2 is determine the relationship among the units. So your answer needs to have the units of feet. So I should convert the width from yards to feet. So here we're going to do that. So we have 5 yards times 3 over 1 feet in order to convert it. So 5 times 3 is 15. So we know that the width is going to be 15 feet. So divide the area by the width of units. We'll simplify the quotient. We'll have units of feet, which is what we want. Step 3 divide the area by the width to find the length. So if we have 315, we have area equals length times width, but if we're trying to find the length equals area divided by width. So that's what we're going to work on right now. So we have 315 square feet divided by 15 feet, because that is our width. Using division, using a fraction bar, we're going to write the 315 square feet over 15 feet. And this is to write the units of the area as a common product and divide by common units. So it's showing here that we're putting 315 feet times feet, because, hold up quick. So we're putting 315 feet times feet to make that square feet. So that's why we have feet times feet here. And then we're going to put that over 15, because that's our width, and now we're dividing out those feet, which just leaves us one set of feet left, so we know it's not square feet anymore, it's just feet. So 315 divided by 15 is going to be 5, which gives us 21 feet. So the length of the material is 21 feet. Explain how knowing how to find the area of a rectangle can help you solve the problem above. So an example of that is, to find the area of a rectangle, you multiply the length and the width. If the area and the width are known, then you just divide to find the length. That's what we just did. And explain where the answer is in feet. The area of the material is in square feet, which can be written as feet times feet. So the two factors in the numerator have the unit feet. Since only one factor of feet is the common unit when the numerator and the denominator, one of the factors of feet will remain the answer when you simplify the common unit to 1. Share and show, we'll do number 1 together. And you'll have to do the rest on your own. So it says, number 1, a dripping faucet leaks 12 gallons of water per day. How many gallons does the faucet leak in 6 days? So quantities we know is 12 gallons 1 day. And we know that we're trying to find 6 days. So the quantity you want to know is how many gallons in those 6 days. So if it's 12 gallons in 1 day times 6 days, which you put over 1, 12 times 6 is 72. 1 times 1 is 1. We can cancel out the days, which leaves us gallons. So the faucet leaks 72 gallons in 6 days.